So folks, I just genuinely can't believe that this is real. Fox News put out a segment about why Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wears jeans to the gym. And, you know, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions as to why someone would wear jeans to the gym. But let's hear them out. Maybe they're compelling. And maybe it's not because he's just an absolute freak. Maybe it's because the denim is what allows him to feel emotions. I don't know. Maybe they're his emotional support denims.
So the White House is telling you just to go take a hike.
I try to hike every day because it improves my focus, my clarity, my creativity.
Lots of other benefits, cardiovascular benefits, because you're getting your heart going, and it gets your blood sugar where it needs to be.
If you want to have good health, if you want to have good connections to your community, to your environment, get out and do at least 15 minutes.
Can I, okay, so, like, already, can we just, like, just, this man, like, they both look like they're horrifically uncomfortable. They both look just horrifically uncomfortable, like they've never been out on a hike before in their lives.
Go take a hike.
I try to hike every day because it improves my focus, my clarity, my creativity.
Lots of other benefits, cardiovascular benefits, because you're getting your heart going.
Just like the shorts, man. The shorts and the belt. You're wearing shorts and a belt on like your hike? What are you doing?
Get your blood sugar where it needs to be.
If you want to have good health, if you want to have good connections to your community, to your environment, get out and do at least 15 minutes of walking a day.
Oh, good dear.
Kennedy's on a cross-country tour.
It's so weird and off-putting. Oh, look, a deer. Just okay, yeah. Let him go rock climbing. You know, he's Tom Cruise at the beginning of that one Mission Impossible movie. You know which one. It's all of them. But, like, just keep encouraging him to do more and more dangerous stunts. You know, like, RFK Jr., you look so fit, you could cross the Alps in winter. Why, have you heard about this man named Hannibal? You should go do it all by yourself. Show us how massive your biceps are when you cross the Alps. All alone.
He went hiking in Colorado and farming in Idaho.
I'm here with Steve.
Can we just, like, look at how fit he is?
He went hiking in Colorado and farming in Idaho.
I'm here with Steve Jarvis.
Dog, I want, you know, call me old-fashioned. I want my Secretary of Health and Human Services to actually, you know, have a medical background. I don't care. I genuinely don't care if they can do rock climbing or if they can look like a fucking freak while on a hike. I just want them to know the health science so that we don't die of, you know, listeria poisoning or something.
This is a fifth-generation regenerative farmer. When he grew up, it wasn't called regenerative farming. It was
the brainworms are like cordyceps. They yearn to climb upwards.
Oh God! But we're missing precious moments of this.
Regenerative farmer.
Idaho.
I'm here with Steve Jarvis, who's a fifth-generation regenerative farmer. When he grew up, it wasn't called regenerative farming, it was called farming. He's growing without the use of pesticides or fertilizers, very, very little fertilizer, and without any kind of chemical intervention. We're losing.
Yeah, you know, back in the 1950s, a time famous for no pesticides whatsoever. You know, just natural farming, those 1950s days. No Monsanto chemicals back then. No, sir. Wait, what's that? We had entire fleets of crop dusters pouring chemicals onto our foods? Oh, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is not a straight shooter and is just straight up lying?
The health of our kids. We need to start giving them healthy food that is locally grown, and we.
I'm sorry.
very, very little fertilizer, and without any kind of chemical intervention. We're losing the health of our kids. We need to start giving them healthy food.
We need to start giving them healthy food, you say, while filming just iron skillets full of steak. And like, I'm not against iron skillets full of steak, but also like, where your veggies at, man?
It's locally grown, and we need to start transitioning away from destructive agriculture that's destroying the soil.
Being healthy is actually pretty simple. Eat clean, move your body, go outside.
Yeah, before Robert F. Kennedy Jr. came along, farmers famously never thought about the health of the soil. Definitely not a lesson that Americans learned in depth, maybe, say, 100 years ago, during a little something called the Dust Bowl. But sure, yeah, new concept. You need to care about soil quality.
I'd make love. You don't have to make love outside, just do both. Not necessarily at the same time.
What is wrong with everything? What did Fox News like spike the water or something? Like what? Again, I need to remind you all, Jesse Waters famously like let the tires out of his now wife's car in order to force her to go on a date with him.
Simple. Eat clean, move your body, go outside, make love. You don't have to make love outside, just do both. Not necessarily at the same time. It's the government, big food and big pharma that make everything so poisonous.
The dietary guidelines.
That's absolutely not true. Nature can be poisonous on its own, which you would know if you'd ever grown something like rhubarb.
That we inherited from the Biden administration were 453 pages long. They were driven by the same commercial impulses that put Fruit Loops at the top of the food pyramid. We are going to release...
What are you talking about? No, what are you talking... Put Fruit Loops at the top of the food pyramid? We haven't used food pyramids for 30 years, buddy! What are you talking about? Also, the food pyramid, deeply flawed to use, okay? But just as an FYI, right? Here, let's pull up an old-timey food pyramid, okay? Just in case anyone forgot. What's at the top of the food pyramid, Robert? Oh, foods and drinks high in fat, sugar, and salt. Things you shouldn't eat every day. So yeah, if you're putting Fruit Loops at the top of the food pyramid, that's actually where they're supposed to be. In the food pyramid, Robert. Because the top is for the things you aren't supposed to eat every day. God. I feel like I'm on crazy pills right now. Also, like, if the worst thing your kid is eating is Fruit Loops for breakfast, like, they're fine. Yep, Fruit Loops have never been even in the candy category because they're cereals. They're made to have the whole grains.
Dietary guidelines that are 4, 5, or 6 pages long that are understandable, and they will begin to change America almost immediately.
RFK is putting his money where his mouth is. He teamed up with Secretary Hegseth to start the Pete and Bobby Challenge.
How is that putting his money where his mouth is? Because, like, that's not his money.
Here we are in the bowels of the Pentagon for the Pete and Bobby Challenge.
And the challenge is to do 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups in any order you want in under 10 minutes.
Can I just say, I'm not impressed by the form of these push-ups. Just as an FYI, like, your push-ups shouldn't be dog shit like this. Also, okay, if you're trying to do a workout, you should be aiming for slow and right as opposed to fast and wrong. Just, your form will beat repetition every time.
Secretary of Defense shark attack. You can do better, Ranger Tom! Let's go! Make your country proud!
We want to send out a challenge to...
It'd be so difficult not to, like, just haul off and punch that man in the face. It'd be so fucking hard. Pete Hegseth is one of the most punchable faces in America.
Let's challenge the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Raising Cane, and then my friend on TV, Will Kane. We hope Americans will take this challenge and you'll pass it along.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is here. Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, I have to ask you a question that everybody's wondering about. Why do you wear jeans when you work out?
Yeah, again, excellent question. Because you can see in all of this footage, RFK Jr. is wearing jeans. Inexplicably. Why? Why are you doing that?
Push-ups and 50 pull-ups in any order you want in under 10 minutes.
What a fucking freak, man. Like, I know it's not the most important thing, but I think it is worth pointing out that each and every one of these people in the Trump administration are pathetic, weird losers. You know, like, this is loser behavior. Just, if you're gonna go work out, wear workout clothes.
Secretary of Defense shark attack. You can do better, Ranger Tom! Let's go! Let's challenge Americans will take this.
F. Kennedy Jr. is here. Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, I have to ask you a question that everybody's wondering about. Why do you wear jeans when you work out?
Well, I just started doing that a long time ago because I would go hiking in the morning and then I'd go straight to the gym.
It's weird to wear jeans on a hike too, man. Change your clothes. Like, one, even if you think your denim pants are a great hiking outfit, change your clothes.
And I found it was convenient, and now I'm used to it, so...
Oh my god, wait, did you guys see Pete Hegseth there in the B-roll?
To the gym. And I found it was...
Holy shit. Dude. Holy fuck.
It's convenient, and now I'm used...
If you're doing that, you What the hell, man? Pete Hegseth is really bad at pull-ups.
To it, so I just do it.
Okay. There were a lot of theories, but that...
I'm sorry, just...
And then I go straight to the gym. And I found it was convenient, and now I'm used to it, so I just do it.
That answers zero questions. That's actually weirder that no one in your life has ever approached you and called you out for being a fucking weirdo for wearing denim clothing to a workout. That's weird.
Okay. There were a lot of theories, but that makes perfect sense. So I misread the challenge. I got up in the morning and I thought you do...
The tan you see all over his body isn't actually a tan from the sun. It's just friction burns from all of the wet denim he has plastered to himself at all times.
100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups in 5 minutes. So I tried it in 5 minutes and I failed. And then I came into the office and I heard I had an extra 5 minutes. So I know I can do it. I just needed a little bit more time. How long did it take you?
I got 5 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh my God.
And Pete got 5 minutes and 25 seconds. But that Marine woman that you filmed, she got 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
Get out of here.
And one of the Marines got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So, but I really wanted to see what you do. And I think, Jesse, if you could put it, post it on TikTok or X, the actual film of you doing it. And then it will make it easier for us all to check your style.
To believe me is what you're saying. Okay.
None of us believe you, Jesse.
I'll see what I can do and we'll put it up on the show. And now that I know that I have 10, I'm going to pace myself. Is this like the ice bucket challenge where people were naming somebody and it's just a kind of a good thing to get momentum with? Why is this?
No, because the ice bucket challenge actually helped raise awareness for ALS, you dipshit.
So important.
I mean, we're trying to get our kids now are spending 7 hours a day on average in front of their screens. And we got to get them out. My uncle.
Yeah, you know what will get a bunch of kids out and away from their video games and social media? two old guys doing push-ups and pull-ups and doing the Bobby Hexeth challenge, the Bobby and Pete challenge. Don't you want to be cool like Bobby and Pete? All the kids want to be cool like Bobby and Pete. This definitely isn't a midlife crisis.
In 1960, a month before he took the oath of office, he wrote,
Man, everyone wants to be just like RFK Jr. That's why we all wear our denim jeans to the gym now. All the kids are doing it.
an article for Sports Illustrated called The Soft American, and it was about how worried he was that we were falling behind Europe and other nations, and that America had been created by this beef jerky toughness. We were the toughest people in the world. We tamed the wilderness. We built this extraordinary economy. And
hey, you know what? I'm just gonna throw this out there, okay? I don't think that the people who tamed the wilderness were out there doing push-ups and pull-ups. I think they just kind of did it and had guns. I think that's actually what happened there. Like, I don't think they were doing pull-ups in their jeans.
And now we were losing that. And today it is so much worse. 8 out of 10 of our kids cannot qualify for military service. And the obesity rates are over 50%. The diabetes rates now, 38% of our teens are pre-diabetic or diabetic. And,
one of the things that might be a solution to this would be to, raise the minimum wage to make sure that, like, all people who work in America have a living wage and that allows them to get good, decent, healthful food. That might be a good start.
77% of type 2 diabetes cases can lose their diagnosis or arrest the disease just by changing their diet. So we need to start thinking about getting Americans in shape again, and we made this challenge particularly for young people. We'd love you to post your time, your challenge on Instagram or Truth Social or X or...
all you young people who are out there watching Fox News and Jesse Waters, all those young people who are, the Fox heads, that's what they call them.
TikTok or Facebook, and we're just challenging people to get up and get moving.
All right.
Yeah, we need to get all those kids posting on their Facebook. That's where all the kids are at these days.
Well, challenge accepted. And first, I'm going to take a hike. Not in jeans, but maybe shorts. Secretary
like, just wear like clothes that are suitable for a hike. I don't know.
Kennedy, thank you so much for joining Primetime, and keep up the great work.
Thank you for having me, Jesse.
Click here to subscribe.
I'm sorry. I think there needed to be way more questions about the jeans. Like, honestly, it was the one good question I've ever seen Jesse Waters ask, and he should have asked so many more follow-up questions about the denim. I think it would have been a really hard-hitting interview, and honestly, probably would have broken Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Like, if you asked him 3 questions in a row about his pants, I think he would break. I think he would crack like a coconut. Anyway, what a bunch of freaks,
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather around. Twitch and YouTube and switchy streams. All that content is bursting the scenes. Politics, being flame more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat Jack.